Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Beddoe here with Chris Berg. You know what would have made today better? I was very excited about it. Donuts from Sandy's. They were supposed to open up their new location today. I love me some Sandy's.
Did it happen or no?
No, they tweeted out that, don't worry. It's just a delay, though. But I want to update people because they might have been, as sad as I was. We're sorry to announce our new Osgood store will not open as scheduled. They posted this yesterday. So tomorrow, the 10th, today, there were some building issues out of their control, but they will open sometime this week. And of course, if you really need your Sandy's donut fix, there are a couple other locations.
I was going to say.
I do have one in West Fargo, but the Osgood is closer to my house. And my parents
What's your favorite
donut? I love the maple Long John.
Oh, the one with the cream or no cream?
Inside, no cream inside.
Yeah, me too.
It's just, What is your favorite?
I actually like the old style glazed. So like the old style glazed and like a nice cup of joe, and I can eat probably like 6 to 8 of those things.
I know, they just melt.
Problem.
They just melt in your mouth.
I know.
I love it. You can't go wrong with a glazed donut either.
What's Cornell laughing at?
Pick the oldest man donut.
I had to repeat that because our producer just said, you pick the oldest man donut you could pick.
I can't help it. It's like every time I go, I'm like, just the way they kind of crumble and break, and I'm like, I just think that they taste fantastic. I mean, I guess I could have went with like the pink sprinkles, but I don't like them.
They get pretty fancy, like unicorn, I've never turned down a donut. And actually, we thought that Abby Furchter was going to be doing something with Sandy's today. And, we all get excited because oftentimes Abby brings us back treats from wherever she goes. So I'm sure we're going to reschedule this. And I just want everyone to know that the new location is going to happen. Still going to open sometime this week. So, just.
So are we going to talk about this green thing after Ty Brooks' mom was in yesterday? Apparently, she thinks that we're like UND fans and all we talk about are the Bison. So
Ty Brooks, of course, in case you're not, Fargo South superstar, now superstar for the Bison. And I don't know. I think because I was talking with one of the other guests and they had a fundraiser and the gal said, I know you're huge Bison fans, but we have a UND signed hockey jersey. I'm like, people love UND too. And you're right. She came on and she was like, NDSU in the house. Let's not talk about UND anymore.
Hey, I'm on your train, so. And
I thought that was funny.
This looks like NDSU green, doesn't it?
Very much so, very much so. Last week I had a jacket that was very Kelly green, but this is very much Bison green, and we are very much Bison fans. So Ty Brooks' mom, what was her first name again?
Shirley. By the way, Shirley, we loved you. Like, she was so much fun.
We were actually talking about her this morning too. I said, now I know where Ty gets his incredible energy and spunk. He had the coaches show. They do like this or that interview, and you have to pick. And he was hilarious. If you haven't watched it, I think you can watch it on demand. The coaches show. So that whole family, and I know that I've met Ty's sister at Courts Plus too. Sweet, sweet gal. So really, that whole family is just incredible.
She was super sweet, and I was like, all right, so tell us something we don't know about Ty, because he's really handsome. I'm like, well,
yeah, we know that. She's clearly.
I wasn't going to say that, but you can.
Clearly, oh yeah, well for sure he is, but he's also super talented, but she's also, a little biased there. Mama, maybe. Yeah. Mama knows best though, but she's right. He is, he's good looking, but like his talent and his personality, he reminds me a little bit of Johnny Crockett. Do you remember him?
Oh, I love
a few years
Johnny.
Back. He had awesome energy for the
Bison.
He was
phenomenal.
And he had just a great story
just
as well.
Always chirping. Yeah. Like is he up in the Canadian League now? You must know.
I know. I feel like I was just reading something on him. There's so many, it's hard to keep up.
Honestly, I'm shocked right now that you're like, oh yeah, by the way, he had 6 carries last weekend for 45 yards.
No, it's hard. It's hard to follow when they switch teams so many times down. But I think he's still probably doing well. I follow him on social media, and I know he's working hard, and I could see him popping up again. So I'm also waiting to hear. Marcus Williams was pretty confident. Remember when we talked to him that he was going to get picked up? I thought he told us week 2. That he was maybe thinking he'd get a call. So we'll update you when he.
It's fun. We had a chance to visit with him offset, and it was really nice because sometimes, when you play in the league, it kind of, football becomes your identity. And there was a nice conversation where he's like, you know what? Hey, I'm working hard. If it works out, God's plan, Drake. If it doesn't, then he's okay with that.
What I loved about Marcus Williams, too, was because we were talking to him about his new restaurant, the Breakfast Bar in downtown Minneapolis, and he was like, well, someone approached me, and I talked to my parents, and we decided whether or not it was a good move for me. So he still, keeps his inner circle tight, and, he's not being crazy with his money.
Well, and with that being said, so I was chatting with him about that too. His dad owned businesses, but what was really cool, his dad's best friend for, I guess, decades apparently, is in the restaurant biz. So he's like called up this guy. He's like, hey, dude, come check this out. What do you think? And the guy's like, no brainer. I mean, put the money down, buy this thing, and see what you can do. And now Pops is working with him at the place, and so it's I think a fun story.
Yeah, and I think they're going to do very well. They just need to get more Bison stuff up on the walls there in the breakfast bar, and I'll go back down there next time I go to a Twins game for sure. It's just a couple blocks away from Target Field, so.
Although I did miss his dreads, didn't you?
Yeah, he looked a lot different. It was you kind of have this picture of what Marcus Williams looks like, especially for Bison fans, and even when he went on pro. But hey, new season in his life.
New you, yeah.
I missed it because I had a dentist appointment yesterday, so I mean, pretty sad about this, I know. Like, go to the dentist or watch the new Kelly Clarkson show. She debuted on KVLY yesterday afternoon. No better person, really, to announce her than Steve Carell. Can you do the impersonation when he opened up the show for her? Remember from the show? Kelly Clarkson.
No.
That wasn't a very good version.
Did he do Gru, or what did he do?
So from the 40-year-old version, remember when he was getting his chest waxed? I thought that my impersonation must have been so bad you didn't even know what movie I was talking about. My gosh. Anyway, she started the show singing. She's going to start singing every day. I love that. Ellen, I love because she plays music and dances, and Kelly Clarkson kind of taking it up a notch. She's going to be singing. Yeah. She said it's going to be a mix of celebrity guests, a lot of audience interaction. I was listening to some of her interviews, and she was talking about that she grew up listening and watching Oprah and crying along with Oprah's guests. And so, she kind of is, I mean, what better, mentor, idol than Oprah when it comes to having your own talk show. And in case you're a fan of The Voice, like I am, like we are, don't worry. 2 weeks from tonight, you'll still see Kelly Clarkson back in the red chair on the season premiere of The Voice. So
I love The Voice.
I love
who
The
are the
Voice.
coaches this year? You have Kelly Clarkson.
Well, I think Gwen Stefani is back, isn't she?
Nice.
Because she can't be separated from her man. So, and then I'm not sure who the other person is now. I'm sure that I heard at one point, but it's always kind of changing, isn't it?
We should see if Cordell could get us an interview with one of the coaches.
That's an easy request for us to ask of our new producer.
NBC. I mean, let's see what Cordell's got. You know what I mean?
Put him to the test. Okay, let's do it. We'll see.
Hit him up on Twitter, man. See what your skills are.
Another favorite here, of course, Jeopardy. Do you watch Jeopardy?
I don't, but it's a super popular show.
I know. I think we're just not smart enough to play along with it. We like to
so
sing
dumb,
along instead. Another popular show on one of our channels got some good news yesterday. Really an incredible story if you follow Alex Trebek. Jeopardy began its 36th season yesterday, and here's what he had to say about that.
I'm happy to report I'm still here. Our champion, Jason, thank you.
If the answer is resilience personified, the question is, who is Alex Trebek?
It's another day at the office for me.
The Jeopardy host began his 36th season tonight after facing uncertainty in March when he announced he had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Put your hands together.
This summer, he celebrated his 79th birthday and announced he completed chemotherapy.
I'm on the mend, and that's all I can hope for right now.
Earlier, he told CBS Sunday Morning's Jane Pauley what his post-chemotherapy project would be.
We have the summer months off, so hopefully my own hair will grow back.
Did they just say he's 79?
It was stage 4 as well. So
incredible.
The fact that he is looking that incredible, beating cancer at that age as well. So it's really an incredible, it's one of those, like, it's a miracle story, medical miracle. So
Do you think you'll be sitting at one of these desks at 79? I mean, that's amazing, right?
For sure. Not. I don't think so. I don't think I want to work that long, but I think that it's a little bit of shelf life there. So I don't know. 79.
Wow.
If you love what you do, though, I don't have any plans. I've had people say, well, what's your exit plan? I'm like, I don't have an exit plan. I like what I do. So
Exactly.
I like it. Well, we also want to just clarify something. I guess it's a correction, but I'd like to say clarification. Remember Everly Peterson, the cute little girl that we had on yesterday? We said it correct on air. Her illness is called MMIHS, but just on the screen we accidentally had it incorrect. So if you're looking to find out a little bit more information on her condition and how you can help Everly's cause, we have updated that website is on your screen right now. I've also added it to our hot button at valleynewslive.com. Just click on the hot button and you can find out more information and help out the family. And then remember, the easiest way to do it, you can be eating pizza while helping out Everly.
Yeah.
The Pizza Ranch in Grand Forks on Thursday, September 12th.
She was super sweet, wasn't she?
Adorable little girl. Okay, we already kind of talked about football, but we got to talk about it again because we're coming up all week long. Every day, Beth Hool, our sports director, is talking about how we are getting ready for the big game on Saturday. It's noon. I heard the concern is that Trey Lance has to eat breakfast sooner than he's used to because the game's at noon. And that means, of course, you can tune into our Farmers Union Insurance Bison Football pregame show at 11 a.m. Just everything's moved up a little bit. Followed, of course, by the Bison taking on the Blue Hens at Delaware Stadium at 12 noon. That's the whole deal. Just everything moves up a little bit.
Yeah, it's all
they're
good.
used to our schedule. I think that's fine. I think that's not going to throw off our man at all, eating breakfast a little bit sooner.
No. If he's that fragile, we have other things to talk about.
Good point. All right, stay with us. Coming up next, our money man is here. We're going to be talking about understanding the financial aid process before you even apply.